I think there's still a stigma of therapy as just sitting down and talking about things that happened in the past and the sad stories that were. What are really some of the things that you work with couples and individuals, but to that are not about talking about the past. That's really about what do we do going forward? How do we build a thriving relationship?
Oftentimes people come in talking about a specific issue. You know, we don't have sex anymore, or we don't talk anymore, or we are disagreeing constantly about how we spend money or the kids. And sometimes there are logistical issues to solve between a couple, but most of those things, it's like they funnel down to really just a few skills of active communication, active listening, and active problem solving. And so that is an integral part of it. And it's very interesting that the listening is the most important. I've seen people come in and starting these conversations so angry and so tense and so hurt. And when we shift the direction of the conversation, where they actually feel heard by each other, where we aren't even getting to solution, quite frankly,
Right.
where their partner is for the first time curious and compassionate and gentle and really hearing and understanding what their partner is struggling with. It like everything just softens. And then interestingly, if there is actually still some solution that is needed, like logistically, it's often much easier to come to because we're suddenly coming to it on the same team rather than on these opposing teams that are like trying to fight it out or make each other hear each other or, you know, who's right and who's wrong. And there's no winning that. The number of times people fight over what actually happened. I said this. No, you didn't. You said this. Like there's no winning that.
Yeah.
Because two people standing on opposite corners of an intersection reporting on the accident that happened in the middle of the intersection will report it very differently. And they are both 100% sure that they were right. They saw it with their own eyes. They heard it with their own ears. Yet they're looking at it from two different perspectives.
Hmm.
And I think oftentimes people fight as if they're, you know, repeating an incident that they witnessed and not realizing it's this emotional experience between two people.